So let me break this down in simple terms.
Mm-hmm.
When we first got together, we didn't know each other. Everything was a nuisance.
Yep.
Then I believe the evolution from that was you felt like, okay, but since he thought I was a nuisance, I'm just gonna let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started realizing that. I'm just like, hey, babe, like, listen, I understand what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Right.
Like, I'm a weirdo. I actually like being told if something that you don't like, just let me know.
Right.
So, because I don't want to live in a relationship where it's just like, whatever,
right.
whatever. Like,
sure.
that's a false reality.
That's a false reality.
So I didn't want that. And it took us a while to get from that point.
Right.
And I feel like as of today, I don't even, October, whatever.
October 13th.
October 13th, Friday the 13th, right? I think that as of now, we have balance.
Yeah.
That is, it's not too much.
I agree.
It's not too little. It's like perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
So when they talk about relationships are a battle or a challenge or work, that word is used all the time. Work.
Do you feel like it is?
Yes. I feel like you're always going to have to be on your toes.
Mm.
You'll never have a time to rest. And the reason why you never have a time to rest, because if you rest, you're giving the next person opportunity to do whatever they need to do. You should always be trying to do better to make your relationship better, regardless of anything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not doing better or you're not working on better, that means your relationship is either like dead or it's like tainted or whatever, because you should always be putting in some type of work. I know a lot of old heads that I do talk to, and they come in and out, and I ask them all the questions all the time. Like, relationships is work. Marriage is work. Just because you get married does not mean the end. It means I have to understand you better every day. Because every day something could be different. Because you're getting older. Imagine, we're in our 30s now. Imagine when you're 70. You know what I'm saying? Imagine when you're 50. You might have a different viewpoint on life. You may not want to see people. You know what I'm saying? So there's just things that you have to understand as a couple, because we just kind of metamorphose. So it becomes a change, but it doesn't make a bad change. People hear change and think bad. Change is not always bad. Change just means it's a growing process. And growing pains never feel good. Think about when you were as a kid.
Well, that's harder. It's harder to be in a relationship than it is to be
single. Absolutely.
I
single.
I feel that way, yeah.
But if you ask a lot of single people, they say it's harder to be single than it is in a relationship, because it's hard to date out here. Because at the end of the day, some people don't like the idea of being lonely. The lonely issue is, I'm out with my friends, I'm having a good time, we're popping bottles, we're in the club, we're talking to mad females, we're talking to mad guys, everything's good.
You think that men got a different perspective on like it being harder than versus women?
Yeah, I do.
I agree.
I do. Yeah. I feel like, first of all, a man ain't gonna tell you he's lonely. That's number one. He ain't gonna tell you that.
Nah.
He ain't gonna tell you that. That's number one. Number two, but in his in his time by himself, he's thinking like, damn, I would like, I would like somebody to talk to. But then you always call that girl that's available 1, 2, 3, but that's temporary. A lot of times, some people are like, damn, I would like to have that all the time, including when you with somebody or you around people that have that. So you're looking at that avenue like, damn, like it would be nice. But when you get with that, it's work.